Now for something completely different.
Smoke
medical
weed every day.
The following thoughts on Hoppe Hour represent Ryan Hoppe and Facet. Listener discretion is advised.
Live from Tampa Bay, you are tuned in to Hoppe Hour.
He's the voice of a generation that got screwed by the baby boomers. Welcome back to Hoppe Hour.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour starts in 4, 3, 2, Hoppe. Hoppe, Hoppe. This is Hoppe Hour with Hoppe.
What's going on? This is Hoppe Hour. I am your host, Ryan Hoppe. Today, we are using brand new equipment. For the past 2.5, wow, actually going on 5 years. For the past 5 years, I have used a Rodecaster Pro. And it was okay. It did what it needed to do. But it was time, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to try something new. It was time to move on. And right now, I am using a ProTech PodTrack P8. And thanks to Just Blaine. He is from the Ride the Wave Media Podcasting Network for letting me know. I 100% appreciate it. I feel like a new man. Like, I have not been this excited to do the podcast in a minute. If this is your first time listening to the show, hi, my name's Ryan Hoppe, and I host this award-winning circus. You never know what we might talk about. 1 minute, we might be talking about celebrity news and whatever the hell is going on in the world. Or we could be talking about dating and getting a little naughty. You can always call me, 856-49-HOPPE. That's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me, at Ryan Hoppe Radio, and you can always email me, ryanhopperadio@gmail.com. Here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I am proud to announce that we are now syndicated across the United States of America. We are on Podcast Radio US. We are on in Savannah. We are on in Missouri. We're on in Southwest Florida, including Fort Myers and Naples. We're on in Tampa Bay. We're on in North Carolina and Detroit. This is just the beginning of Hoppe Hour taking over the world. I am staying humble because a lot of radio hosts, when they get super successful, they become insufferable to be around and nobody likes them, and that's never going to be me. So, it was funny though. I've been telling people recently, I'm trying not to brag too much and talk about myself, but I'm like, oh my God, I got on the radio, I'm syndicated, blah, blah, blah. And I love when you tell somebody, now I know most people aren't in radio, so they can't relate to this, but I'm trying to think if this could relate to the everyday average Joe and Jane that listen to my show, and I'll explain it this way. I love when I'm telling somebody, hey, I work in radio or whatever, and they have to say, oh yeah, I haven't listened to the radio in so long. It's like, I'm so happy for you. That is so cool. It doesn't offend me, but it's like, what am I supposed to do with that knowledge? You asked me what I do for a living. A lot of times it's happened on first dates. A girl would be like, oh yeah, I don't listen to the radio. I'm like, that's awesome. Good for you. I'm going to give you a round of applause. Again, it doesn't bother me. It's useless information. I saw this in the headline here, and I don't want to get political, so let's not talk about Biden right away. I'm so sick of hearing about him. I will tell you though, I was talking to somebody recently, someone that's very close to me, and they're very liberal. And that's fine. You can be whatever you want to be. That's beautiful. That's the whole point of life, is you can be whatever the hell you want to be. I was talking to this person, and I was like, yeah, it's so scary that Trump almost got shot. And this person was like, it was 1 centimeter away from being the greatest thing ever. It's like, listen, you can despise Donald Trump all you want, but if you're putting out that energy, that is quite frightening. I don't know if I like talking to people that put out the energy of, we almost won, he almost died. It's quite frightening that people feel that way. Again, You don't have to like Donald Trump. You don't have to be a fan. But I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, enough of that music. That is bad energy if you are saying that. Now, speaking of someone who's the opposite, who's good energy, let's find out about Richard Simmons.
Whoa! Happy hot topic!
As everybody knows by now that he's dead.
He said he thought he'd had some food poisoning, but he was getting better and he was just going to go to bed a little bit early.
I knew he wasn't feeling well.
Just as long as you feel good and healthy. That's all that counts.
I wonder what it's like being that old and knowing that at some point you're going to die. Like, I know we're all going to die, but it has to be weird being that old where you're like, at some point, this is going to end. Like, I'm 32, and if I get food poisoning, I'm probably not going to die. But, like, you get up there, and you're like, oh, no, how is this going to end? I mean, it's all going to end with us dying, but...
Richard's cause of death is listed as deferred pending further testing and investigation. And a new report says that on Friday, he was dizzy, fell in his bathroom, and had to be helped up by his live-in housekeeper, Teresa. TMZ says she, quote, implored Richard to seek medical attention, but Richard refused since it was his birthday.
I wonder if there was any part of Richard. I know he had all these exciting plans going on, and he wanted to do, I think, a Broadway musical, and he wanted to do all these fun things. But I wonder if there was a part of him that maybe was just a little bit ready to go. I'm not saying a lot of it. I'm just saying a little bit.
Telling her maybe he'd go Saturday.
I said, I know you're not feeling well. Here's a happy birthday present. And he wrote very generously back about it. And that's the last communication we had.
E.T.
It's so sad.
Spoke exclusively with two of Richard's closest confidants, his brother Lenny and Patrick Leonard, the composer for his musical. Both were in touch with Richard hours before his housekeeper found him dead next to his bed.
She started crying and said, your brother, I think he's gone. And I said, did you call 911? He said, yes, they're on their way. And she was right, he was gone. They still have to obviously do all the tissue sample, etc., because that's what they do now.
The LAFD tells ET the 76-year-old was pronounced deceased on scene due to apparent natural causes. But could his reported dizziness mean Richard was having a heart attack?
Yeah.
The fact that there was dizziness would be a little unusual for food.
Well, that's just depressing. I'm very proud of Richard Simmons. He grew up in a time where he had to kind of be in the closet and it wasn't really accepted to be gay. And I feel bad. I kind of feel like he never was able to like be himself. I feel like he was always kind of playing a character. And it's sad to think about, you know? Very depressing topic. 856-49-HOPPY. That's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio, and you can always email me, ryanhopperadio@gmail.com. All right, coming up on the show, we're going to get into much more. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio, and you can always email me, ryanhopperadio@gmail.com. We are going to talk about Janet Jackson, Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce, the WNBA, and much more. This show is for the hardworking average Joe and Jane that grind in life. I don't care if you are in the UK or if you are in America. As long as you are listening to my show, that's all that matters. We will be right back on Hoppe Hour after this. Do not touch that radio dial or that streaming device. However the hell you're listening to my show.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Hoppe Hour will be right back.
Now, I say this before every song. If you don't feel like listening, you can skip forward. Let's see here. What song do I feel like playing? I want to play a banger. I want to play a song that gets the party going. Let's play Young Bina with Money Snap. You can skip forward 4 minutes and 26 seconds, but I think this fits the vibe.
Throw your head back, baby, show your grill in this bitch. Get the snap in yo fingers, get the move in yo bitch. Yeah, that's that money snap. Yeah, that's that money snap. Ooh, that's that money snap. Yeah, that's that money snap. Throw your head back, baby, shake your dreads in this bitch. Get the snap in yo fingers, get the move in yo bitch. Yeah, that's that money snap. Yeah, that's that money snap. Ooh, that's that money snap. Oh, that's that money snap. I signed my deal, made $1 million, did the money snap. Went to the car dealership and spent the 100 stacks. Bought me a Benz and a spaceship Cadillac. Put 50 in my mouth so I can shine when I battle rap. You boys don't know me, I'm from the show me. Pull that 45, leave your brains all holy. I made this one for the people who just don't dance. Too busy drinking liquor, politicking with their mans. Or them chicks with them 6-cent heels on their feet. So sexy in the club, two-step into the beat. If you just got rich and you just came up, money snap, where you at? Like you don't give a fuck. Throw your head back, baby, show your grill in this bitch. Get the snap in your fingers, get the move in your bitch. Yeah, that's that money snap. Yeah, that's that money snap. Ooh, that's that money snap. Yeah, that's that money snap. Throw your head back, baby, shake your dreads in this bitch. Get the snap in your fingers, get the move in your bitch. Yeah, that's that money snap. Yeah, that's that money snap. Ooh, that's that money snap. Oh, that's that money snap. My little sister and my mama got their income tax check. Everybody seen their ass, but I ain't seen them yet. Man, I know where they at the mall, popping tags, running in and out of stores, money snapping, holding back. My little nigga went to the strip club for the very first time. Seeing all them hoes naked blew that little nigga mind. Got a stat worth the one, threw him in the sky, made it rain, started money snapping, yelling that he all in the game. Man, I'm handling this fame like an inner city vet. Got my whole clique with me and we drinking more wet. Got 2 or 3 strippers trying to give me rough set. Money snapping, butt naked, ooh, they ass so fat. If I ever go broke, I'll probably take somebody's life. Cause I'm trying to money snap for the rest of my life. If you been living trife and you just came up, money snap, where you at? Like you don't give a fuck. Throw your head back, baby, show your grill in this bitch. Get the snap in your fingers, get the move in your bitch. Yeah, that's that money snap. Yeah, that's that money snap. Ooh, that's that money snap. Yeah, that's that money snap. Throw your head back, baby, shake your dreads in this bitch. Get the snap in your fingers, get the move in your bitch. Yeah, that's that money snap. Yeah, that's that money snap. Ooh, that's that money snap. Oh, that's that money snap. I'm on the block and it's booming, man. Them fiends spinning cheese. Got the hook up with Poppy and he gave me them keys. Do that money snap. If you just hit a lick, do that money snap. If you got a bad bitch, who gon' give you her check? Man, you keep your pockets fat. Sitting in that Benz coupe or that new bubble X. In the club, you by the bar. In the hood, you a star. Got you 50 on the kush. I like my weed in the jar. Baby girl looking good in a new outfit. Got her head back snapping, baby. Ooh, that's it. If your cell phone ringing and you know it's about that paper, do that money snap. Boy, why you shake off them haters? Throw your head back, baby. Show your grill in this bitch. Get the snap in your fingers, get the move in your bitch. Yeah, that's that money snap. Yeah, that's that money snap. Ooh, that's that money snap. Yeah, that's that money snap. Go ahead back, baby.
What is it?
Your dreads in this bitch.
Got it.
Snap in your fingers, get the move in your.
Makes sense.
Yeah, that's that money snap. Yeah, that's that money snap.
I think it's the money snap, right?
Ooh, that's that money snap. Oh, that's that money snap.
If there was a definition of a one-hit wonder, it would be Beano. Actually, rather, it's Young Beano. Guess what, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? This following segment has been brought to you by Mitra 9, Kava and Kratom at mitra-9.com, mitra-9.com. When I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that they are the best Kava and Kratom in all of the Bay Area, I'm a man of my words. Here's how this goes. You go to mytraditional9.com and at checkout, use keyword Hoppe, Hoppe radio to save 20%. Also, this is being brought to you by DZBZ Honey at dzbzhoney.com. And guess what? I think you know how this goes. At checkout, use keyword Hoppe, Hoppe, to save 20%.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
Happy hour.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
And now for something completely different.
Dating apps. He's 6'9", but in reality, he's 6'8.5".
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Oh, yeah. 856-49-HOPPE. That's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio, and you can always email me, ryanhopperadio@gmail.com. And for all the info, search Hoppe Radio on all major podcasting platforms. And also, go to ryanhopperadio.com. Let's get to the news.
Happy hot topic.
What the hell's going on with this deadbeat dad known as Billy Ray Cyrus?
Billy Ray Cyrus has been granted an emergency motion to stop his ex Fire Rose from using his credit card.
First of all, even before we get to the fact that Fire Rose was only with him for the money, you should never marry somebody named Fire Rose. You can have fun and sleep around with somebody named Fire Rose, but when you're dating someone and you're married to someone named Fire Rose, that is a no good.
Cards. According to a July 10th court order obtained by People, a Williamson County, Tennessee judge has granted Billy Ray's request to freeze his estranged wife's access to his cards after finding no legitimate reason for Fire Rose to have access to and to make any additional charges.
You know that Fire Rose, when you say the word Fire Rose, you can only say it like Fire Rose. You can't say Fire Rose. You know, when Fire Rose was spending the credit card, she was doing it to spite him. You know that she was like, I'm going to get my last dig in there and buy a bunch of shoes. There's no other way to put it. She is the definition of white trash.
Is effective immediately. The order also noted that Billy Ray and Fire Rose must exchange income and expense statements as well as asset and liability statements.
Yeah, you know her statements are going to be a lot of money. She just seems like a gold digger.
By July 11th and must exchange in good faith mediation no later than August 31st.
Yeah.
E! News has reached out to the legal teams for both Billy Ray and Fire Rose for comment, but has not yet heard back.
Before I get to this, I remember one time I was driving home from school. My mom was driving me. This was probably 15 years ago. And I was like, I don't care when I make money in radio. I don't care if a girl's with me for the attention. I don't care. As long as she's beautiful, that's all that matters. And my mom was like, you'll change that opinion someday. And for the longest time, I was like, you got to date the hottest chicks ever. And then all of a sudden you meet people who are beautiful, but they're not beautiful inside. And you go, oh, I totally get why celebrities get screwed.
The latest court order comes after Billy Ray filed a temporary restraining order in May alongside his divorce filing, which was viewed by E! News, requesting Fire Rose be barred from use of his personal and business cards.
Yeah. I can imagine he goes onto his Chase account or whatever his credit card account is, and he's like, holy crap, she went through $50,000.
At the time, in additional documents obtained by People, The 62-year-old alleged that Fire Rose had spent $96,986 on 37 unauthorized charges on his business account.
I guessed 50,000. I was wrong. She did twice that much. Oh, I'm sure she was with him for his riveting personality.
Including $70,665 in payments to her attorney in recent weeks.
Oh, yeah.
According to the outlet.
So he's married to this gold digger who's with him for the money. And then during the divorce, he's paying for her to use an overpriced attorney. Marriage is such a scam.
Billy Ray wrote in his affidavit, quote, "As a result of these fraudulent charges, I am concerned that Miss Hodges is in possession of other information."
Yeah. I bet she knows everything about you. I bet you are just in a lot of trouble.
That she may use to make fraudulent, unauthorized charges to my business and personal credit cards and accounts.
Even if that's true, even if Fire Rose has access to everything, let's just say Fire Rose can get whatever the hell she wants. If the credit cards go through and you see these statements, you can just do fraud. Like, I'm not saying it's not a big deal, Billy Ray Cyrus, that you married a gold digger and she's taking all your money. I'm not saying it's not that big of a deal. I know it's bad. It's not ideal. It's not something you wanted when you married Fire Rose. But now everybody knows. And all of a sudden, you can just kind of count your money and just make sure you don't marry a gold digger. You know what I'm saying? I mean, your net worth is $10 million. That's not like a lot for celebrities, but it's not like, not a lot of money. Let me see how old Fire Rose is. Billy Ray Cyrus. Let me see how old he is. He is 62 years old. Man, he's looked 62 years old for the last 20 years. Fire Rose age. Oh, she looks like such trouble. Definitely daddy issues. 34. Yeah, it's kind of weird when you date somebody who has the same type of hair and look like your daughter. He's taking the playbook out of the Donald Trump. I find Ivanka to be attractive if she wasn't my daughter playbook. That whole relationship recently, Taylor Swift did that, not Taylor Swift, Miley Cyrus did that interview. Get my superstars mixed up every once in a while. She did an interview. Miley Cyrus did, and she was like, I got a lot from my dad, including my narcissism. So yeah, let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it doesn't matter. This is coming from experience. Because, I am the authority on all things dating, and I'm always looking out for you boys. It doesn't matter how beautiful a girl can be. She can be a 10 out of 10, a 20 out of 10. Amazing in bed, cooks great dinner, good to your pets, good to your friends. If she has a bad father, how she views her father at some point is going to be how she views you. Especially if she's gone from relationship to relationship and they all seem kind of similar and they all seem kind of troublesome. Especially if she can't go a month without a relationship. I'm not saying break up with that person, but I'm playing the psycho theme music for a reason. You got to be careful, boys. Nowadays, we always got to be careful. I'm just looking out for you. I'm doing a PSA for you guys. Like I said, I can't speak for any other sexuality, but I am the authority on all things heterosexual dating. And things can get twisted in a second, and guys can get screwed over. And then the worst part is a girl can just find whoever the hell she wants to sleep with the next day and get laid. But for guys, we have to work more at it. And at least for me during heartbreak, but we have to grind more. So you got to be careful who you share yourself with. I was going to get gross, but I'm keeping it clean for the radio. What I'm saying, boys, be careful who you are dating out there. I'm always looking out for you because I'm Ryan Hoppe. And we're about to go to a commercial break. 856-49-HOPPY. That's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio, and you can always email me, RyanHoppeRadio@gmail.com. This show is for the hardworking average Joe and Jane that grind in life. I don't care if you live in the UK or if you live in the US, you can always listen to me. If you're listening on podcast radio where we are syndicated and you want to hear more, go to every single major platform and search up Hoppe Radio, HOPPE Radio. And I'm on all social at Ryan Hoppe Radio and RyanHoppeRadio.com. We will be right back. If you're listening on the radio, don't touch that dial. If you're listening on the streaming device, thank you. We'll be right back. Hang on.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Mm-hmm. All right. Here's the deal, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I say this before every song, but I do it because I'm looking out for you. If you don't feel like listening to this, you can skip forward 3 minutes and 56 seconds. But here's Ride with the Mac by Lil Wayne.
Yeah, we are Young Moolah. And we run this beat. Roll with duct tape and ride with the Mac. That right. Roll with duct tape and ride. Say Marley G. Roll with duct tape and ride with the Mac. Spit up. Roll with duct tape and ride with the Mac. Look, slide out the Ferrari. I come to wet up the party. And baby, I can shoot like Robert Ory or Corey McGetty. Ready for the impossible. I'm colossal fool. And y'all niggas just molecules. Don't know how to build a house, but I got a box of tools. I'm talking about that pop, baby, black a boom. Get this front tune. The coupe I'm in, say vibe, boom. Then it go pew. Nigga, I'm gone. I see you soon. On the moon. Put me in the dirt and watch me bloom. Put me in the jungle, bet I'm coming back with all the food. Put me in the streets and bet I'm coming back with money. Yeah, we can run it. Yeah, we can run it. Yeah, we can run it. I'm heavily blunted. Me and my gun loaded. She riding with me to the motherfucking road. I don't got people on that glide, but I got people on that Mac. Yeah. Roll with duct tape and ride with the Mac. Roll with duct tape and ride with the Mac. Roll with duct tape and ride with the Mac. Roll with duct tape and ride with the Mac. Roll with duct tape and ride with the Mac. Ride with the Mac. Ride with the Mac. Roll with duct tape and ride with the Mac. Ride with the Mac. Roll with duct tape and ride with the Mac. It might have a body on it, but don't nobody own it. So anybody can get it if anybody wants it. Homie, I'm not your homie. You look around and end up wrapped up in the trunk like a fucking mommy. Phony, I'm far from phony. I'm only about my money. And I keep enough for work to feed 1,000 junkies. I stay strapped cause I keep a couple thousand on me. And I know these little cronies is plotting on me. But I ain't never scared. I ain't never running. I got my own back. I ain't never frontin'. Man, I'm forever thuggin'. I'm like a bear or something. No heart, I don't care for nothing. And no sir, I ain't here for nothing. Man, I'm trying to bring it back like the record's jumping. I got my system pumping. And I'm riding with the Mac and the duct tape in case I gotta carry something. Roll with duct tape and ride with the Mac. Ride with the Mac. Roll with duct tape and ride with the Mac. Duct tape and ride with the Mac. Tell Mac, man. Talking all that quack, homeboy. Your duct tape, you understand me? Young money.
People ask why I go, Guess what? You can ask, you can love it, you can hate it. It's never going away. This following segment has been brought to you by Fortify.com, FORTIFEYE.com. When I tell you that is the best, and I mean the best pre and post-workout protein powder around. I'm a man of my word. It's brought to you by Dr. Michael Lang of the nationally syndicated Ask the Doctor radio show. If you go to Fortify.com, FORTIFEYE.com, and at checkout, use keyword Ryan, RYAN 20. You can save 20%. Trust me, I'm a man of my words. It's changed my life forever, and it'll change yours.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
Time to turn Hoppe on.
Tweet Ryan Hoppe at Ryan Hoppe Radio. Snapchat him at Ryan Hoppe Radio. And email him anytime at ryanhopperadio@gmail.com. Now back to the show.
Now for something completely different.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Oh, yeah. 856-49-HOPPE. 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio. You can always email me, ryanhopperadio@gmail.com. All right. If you're listening on the radio, on podcast radio in Savannah, Fort Myers, honestly, I'm not going to go through every affiliate. It's 7 markets, but if you're hearing my voice right now on podcast radio and you want to hear more of me, you can always go to every single major platform and search up Hoppe Radio, HOPPE Radio. And you can leave me a voicemail. I'll play it on air. 856-49-HOPPE, HOPPE. That's 856-494-6773. If you're listening to my voice right now, I want to hear from you. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, growing up, I was a big fan of late night TV. I've always been into entertainment. I was into radio growing up, and I liked watching Jay Leno more than David Letterman. David Letterman bothered me until I was in my early 20s, and I watched them, but my family loved it. I liked Conan O'Brien. I liked Jimmy Kimmel before he became woke. I liked Fat Jimmy Kimmel with Sarah Silverman. My favorite was Craig Ferguson, but I've always liked the late night TV of I watched old Johnny Carson, and I've watched some Tom Snyder. This just in, I'm kind of a nerd. Here's the deal, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Late night TV died. It took a dirt nap. It went into the ground. It's being ate by maggots ever since. What a pretty image, right? It's going to happen someday, unless you get cremated. I'm so positive today. Late night TV died in 2016 when Donald Trump got elected. Now, I'm in the middle on Trump. I don't hate him. I don't like him. And this just in for people listening, and it might infuriate you. I don't vote. I don't believe in it. But I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of the gallery, when Donald Trump got elected in 2016, it changed everything. Everything became political, and every late night TV host thought that their opinion mattered, that they were the ones that were going to change everything. They were the ones that were going to make things better, because our opinion matters. You are a late night talk show host on TV. You're not that important. I'm not trying to sound rude, but everybody just thinks, oh, I'm going to be the game changer. My opinion matters. It really doesn't. And the one that I never liked, the one that I can't stand because of his fake laughter, shut up, is Jimmy Fallon. Jimmy Fallon is a drunken fool who's really pretty and really handsome. Now, I'm heterosexual, so I'm not into men, I promise you. And I know people that say that they're heterosexual usually aren't, but I'm telling you right now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of the gallery, that here's the thing. I'm telling you that I just think he's repulsive. I don't think he's good, but he has 1,000 episodes.
Whoa! Happy Hot Topic!
And I see this all right here.
Start with the Tonight Show, guys. If you can believe it, last night, Jimmy Fallon hosted his 2,000th episode.
2,000, not 1,000. My bad. 1,000 more awful shows. Fake laughter. Oh, he's the worst.
Throughout his 10-year tenure, Jimmy cemented some iconic moments in pop culture
Like what?
with segments and games like Thank You Notes, True Confession, and
No one's ever said that he's had big moments. I'm not saying he's not talented, but no one's ever been like, oh yeah. Like, you know when you think of Jay Leno and you think of Hugh Grant and he asked Hugh Grant, what the hell were you thinking? Jimmy Fallon's never had that moment. I mean, he did play with Trump's hair.
reverse charades. Here's what he had to say last night.
I'm drunk.
I just want to give a big thank you to everyone for watching or for at least falling asleep during Chicago PD and keeping your TV turned on. It counts. It means a lot.
Wow, that was kind of rude.
There are
I fall asleep during your show, you asswipe.
two things keeping me going night after night. Entertaining
Coke and alcohol? Is that what keeps you going? Mm-hmm. And women?
entertaining millions of people around the world, and cheap applause from the best audience we've ever had.
Yeah, you get applause because you're not funny.
Congratulations, Jimmy. Cheers to the next 2,000.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't miss the Today Show.
I love these videos at the end. Hey, thanks for watching. I'm Al Roker, and I'm the original Ozempic.
Hey, thanks for watching.
Yeah.
Don't miss the Today Show every weekday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific on our streaming channel, Today All Day.
Oh, yeah. I can't even hate on it because I'm using their content. Here's the funny part. You want to hear some fake laughter of Jimmy Fallon? Because you might be going, oh my God, Ryan, you're being too harsh on Jimmy Fallon. You need to let him go. You need to admit that you're jealous of him. I'm not jealous at all. I know I just said that, so maybe I'm a little bit, but I'm not jealous. But if you think it's that good, here we go.
Guys in my comic book club are going to be so excited when I tell them.
That is fantastic.
I forgot I was in New York.
He doesn't know how to follow up with questions like Letterman or Leno, so he just relies on, please like me.
You can't say You can't say,
Game, so naturally I got into full hair and makeup.
Yeah.
Do you know what my stylist said backstage?
Don't do the
She
joke.
says, "Damn you, can't you ever say no?"
I hate when he slaps the table. Listen to me, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. You're going, Ryan, it can't be that bad. It gets worse.
Just don't know how to thank you. It may take me a couple months.
Oh, hey, it's Brian Williams. What are you going to lie about now?
Don't know how to thank you. It may take me a couple months to repay you for all you've done. You know, Jimmy.
Oh my God, he's not even listening. Like, Brian Williams is literally talking to him. He's not even done talking.
All you've done. You know, Jimmy. Here's the deal.
Brian Williams.
Just don't know how to thank you. It may take me a couple months to...
All right, I have a migraine. God, I never liked him. I think it's just because I grew up on good late night TV. Because I'm at that weird age where I kind of relate to Gen X a little bit because I was born in 93 and I have some 90s culture in me. And I can also relate to millennials because I'm a millennial, I'm 30. And also a little bit to Gen Z. But Gen Alpha, not at all. But here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. What I'm telling you is I love traditional old school late night TV. The best of all time. You know who's the best? Hands down is Johnny Carson. Mm-hmm. You know who else had a good late night talk show? Magic Johnson and Chevy Chase. I'm just kidding. Listen, we got about 10 seconds until we got to go to break and play this music. So I appreciate you listening. You're so handsome and pretty, whoever you are. That was kind of creepy. 856-49-HOPPY. It's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio, and you can always email me, ryanhopperadio@gmail.com. Next up, we'll talk about Joe Biden, Angelina Jolie, Britney Spears, and much more. What a combination of people. I record for the hard-working average Joe and Jane that grind in life. I don't care if you're in the United Kingdom or the U.S., if you're listening on podcast radio, wherever you're listening. As long as you're listening to me, that's all that matters. To hear more of Hoppe Hour, search HOPPE on all major podcasting platforms. We will be right back on Hoppe Hour. Don't touch their radio dial or that streaming device. However the hell you're listening to my show.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Hoppe Hour will be right back.
I love humming. It's weird. It's not really that weird. Here is The Whole City Behind Us featuring Kanye West, Ludacris, and The Game. If you don't want to listen, skip forward 3 minutes and 26 seconds.
I used to front when I write songs, talk about having ice on, and I could barely keep my lights on, and my beats is so sick, I should've got a medic, but my credit was so pathetic, I couldn't afford a debit. When the dropout dropped, I had to cop me a money tree, to front on anybody who ever try to front on me, with so much personality, what do you want from me? I could be by myself and enjoy the company, my life, this year, my career, it's the Lord, bad chick, this award, it's for Melissa 494, I could only afford this accord from the home of gang banging, and we all outdoors. South side, outside, really? West side, let's ride. East side, right, B side, Lakeshore Drive, and I'm Chi-Town's finest. Where you at? The whole city behind us. Where you at? The whole city behind us. Where you at? The whole city behind us. South side, outside, west side, let's ride. Where you at? The whole city behind us.
It ain't nothing to it but to do it. I came here to shut the place down till my body stops pumping red fluid. A-Town, I've been through it, and we steady getting tested, but ready to fill your bubble when we put the lead to it. Out west they still banging, up top it's really gully. Down south we get buck and turn hearts to silly putty. Ludacris, I got silly money. You got jokes, I'll be laughing all the way to the bank. Now that's really funny. Big city, bright lights, and many pity cause we like fights. Maybe long days, but it's bright nights, living out the nightlife, and people asking where you at, not the club, I stay in to get right. Hotlanta, home of the booties and the really tight skirts, where if somebody moves, then somebody gets hurt. From Decatur down to CP and EP, Adamsville to the battlefield, it's DTP.
Where you at? The whole city behind us. Where you at? The whole city behind us. South side, outside, west side, let's ride. Where you at? The whole city behind us.
It's Compton's prodigy. Obviously, I'm from the home of hydraulics, where they top bandanas around the steering column of Impalas, and to get holler, we fighting pit bulls and Rottweilers in the projects. The objective is make dollars. Where you at? It ain't a problem to get it there by the mall, cause I got a female friend with frequent fly mileage. I ain't never been to college, got the IQ of a Rose Scholar. If you follow G-Unit, throw up your dubs and yell holler. To all the YGs and khakis and white tees, with Air Ones in every color like iced tea. I might be the city of Compton's right knee. The way I paint pictures with these hip-hop scriptures. Pay attention while the game shine like a prism. Glisten, show you how canaries could alter one's vision. Not to mention I am Dr. Dre Christian on behalf of Luda and Kanye. See, I'm gon' breathe easy.
Where you at? The whole city behind us. Where you at? The whole city behind us. South side, outside, west side, let's ride. Where you at? The whole city behind us. Where you at? The whole city behind us. Where you at? The whole
I'm right here.
Behind us. South side, outside, west side, let's ride. Where you at? The whole city behind us.
I'm right here. Oh, yeah. This following segment has been brought to you by Amir, Academy of Martial Arts at AmirAcademy.com. When I tell you that he is the absolute best in the Bay, I'm a man of my words. He is at 2700 22nd Street North, and that's in St. Petersburg. You can call him ahead of time. It's 727-821-4097. It's 727-821-4097. And AmirAcademy.com. It's got the best MMA classes, kids classes, women's self-defense classes. It's got boxing bags. And so much more. He's got a workout room. He is open Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Saturday, 9:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. and closed on Sunday. We'll be right back.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
Did you know that Ryan Hoppe got a vasectomy? Well, now you know, and we aren't even sure why we told you. Welcome back to Hoppe Hour.
What everyone else is afraid to say, Ryan Hoppe will say for you. Welcome back to Hoppe Hour.
And now for something completely different.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Oh, yeah. 856-49-HOPPE. It's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio, and you can always email me, RyanHoppeRadio@gmail.com, and you can Snapchat me at Ryan Hoppe Radio. And if you're listening on the radio and you want to hear more of me later on, search up HOPPE on all major podcasting platforms. Now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I want to tell you that I don't like Taylor Swift. I think she's probably an awful person. I think she's very fake. I think the relationship with Travis, she's probably been cheated on so much because football players have urges to get laid at all times. I used to hang out with NFL players, one that, never mind if people in Tampa Bay know who I'm talking about. Anyway, and they find cheating to be a norm. It's like, men, we have urges. We need to have sex. And when she's on the other side of the planet, I'm telling you, there is no way in hell that he ain't cheating. I'm just being honest. Now, maybe he totally didn't, but when he's at the club, hanging out with the girls, and they want to be like, oh my God, Travis, he probably has them sign an NDA so he doesn't get into trouble. But it's just got to be hard. You got girls throwing themselves at you, girls that just want to ruin a relationship. Yeah, that is, I know, good. All right, let's see what's going on with Taylor Swift and Travis.
Whoa! Happy Hot Topic!
Taylor Swift's alleged stalker has been arrested at Germany's Eras Tour. Just before Taylor was set to perform at her Eras Tour concert in Gelsenkirchen, Germany on July 17th, an American man who has allegedly made threats against the Karma singer and her Kansas City Chiefs player boyfriend Travis Kelce on social media was arrested, authorities told the Associated Press.
Listen, if you are stalking a celebrity, you are a loser. A big fat loser. Listen, here's why. They don't care about you. They don't know who you are. You don't have a chance with them. And like, I love when these guys think that like, because of Travis Kelce, they don't have a chance with Taylor Swift. It's like, you don't have a chance with her because you're a loser.
The 34-year-old man, whose name was not shared, had a ticket.
Oh, his name should totally be shared. If he's out there, and listen, I don't like Taylor Swift, but if he's out there threatening her, we need to know who he is.
To Taylor's July 17th show at the Veltins Arena. He was arrested upon his entry into the stadium. As authorities noted, they could not ascertain risk upon an initial investigation. Police informed the Associated Press that the man was detained following tips from organizers of the event.
You know that she has people always looking out for her. Taylor Swift is not somebody I would want to mess with.
Local court ordered for the man to remain in custody for the entire duration of her Eras Tour residency.
Yeah, that's a good idea. For as long as she's doing the tour, to not have him be out and about.
In the city and will be released on July 20th. Authorities emphasized that there was never any danger to Taylor or Travis or the 60,000 fans present for the July 17th show.
Of course they're going to say that. What are they going to say? Oh yeah, he's really scary. Of course you're going to lie.
The Fortnite singer went on to perform in the German city on July 18th with a final concert on July 19th.
I'm not trying to sound rude, because obviously whenever you say that you don't find a famous person pretty, a lot of feminists will go, oh my God, but if she walked in and wanted to have sex with you, you totally would. That's what they always say. But listen to me, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I don't find her attractive. You can go to any gym. You can go to eSport, formerly LA Fitness, any of them, and you can meet a girl. And that girl is prettier than Taylor Swift. It's just because she has money and can sing.
Unfortunately, this is only the latest instance of stalking that Taylor has experienced in
Yeah, a lot of people wish they had her life, but then you have to deal with these creeps.
recent months. Earlier this year, a man named David Crow was arrested twice within 3 days after stalking the Miss Americana star outside.
Having the name David Crow, that would be your only thing you're good at, is stalking celebrities. What's your name? My name's John England, and I'm an accountant. What's your name? I'm David Crow, and I stalk Taylor Swift.
At her New York City residence. After Taylor's security called 911 and reported Crow lurking outside of her apartment, he was arrested January 20th on warrants regarding not showing up to prior summons.
Yeah, I love when these like stalkers or any criminals don't show up to their summons or court trial. Like, yeah, that's going to end well, right? Nope.
Regarding former misdemeanors, the New York Times reported. Following his release, Crow returned to Taylor's New York home on January 22nd.
That's the problem, is you can't keep these guys locked up forever, but it's not like when they get released, they're going to be like, oh, I'm totally not going to do it. Of course they are.
And was arrested again, charged with 2 counts of harassment and 2 counts of stalking.
Loser. And charged with 3 counts of being an idiot. That was such a, not a lame joke. I don't want to talk myself down, but not one of my best.
Crow's case was tossed a month later after he was deemed mentally unfit for trial. He was...
Oh, yeah. You know, he totally had his lawyer say, play the craziness. Play it up that you're insane, that you don't know what you're doing, that you're out of your mind.
Transferred from Rikers Island Jail to New York State Hospital to undergo mental health treatment and charged.
Listen, I'm mentally ill too. I'm bipolar 1 and have ADHD. It might be on the spectrum by like 5%, and I'm not stalking celebrities.
Charges were dismissed. Manhattan prosecutors and his defense attorney told the New York Post.
That's good that the charges were dismissed. Seems like nothing's getting done around here. 856.
Now the
49 Hoppe. That's 856-494-6773.
Now the WNBA cashing in on its recent surge in popularity, scoring a media rights deal worth more than $2 billion.
And I love how the WNBA players, we got to go to break soon, but I'll play a little bit of this clip. I love how they're acting like it's because of them. Nope, it's only because of Caitlin Clark and maybe a little bit of Angel Reese being the villain.
Tiva Pilgrim is here now with the details of what it means. Hopefully it means something good for the players' salaries.
Yeah, I think that's what a lot of people are hoping. Yeah. Robin, you know, this is huge. This deal, a game changer and a historic moment for women's sports. This major influx of money will without a doubt impact the players and teams.
The excitement around women's basketball reaching new heights.
The excitement around Caitlin Clark. What would happen if she left the league? Think about it.
Caitlin Clark! The WNBA scoring big as fans want to see more of their favorite stars competing on TV.
All right, I can't take this. Favorite stars? Favorite star. Caitlin Clark, that's it. I don't know why everybody wants it to be like a league thing. I'm not saying I want the league to survive, but the league doesn't root for Caitlin, so why should I root for the league? Then you got Serena Williams being racist at the ESPYs, being like, oh, all the white people like Caitlin Clark. Thank you for separating America even more. I can't stand her. She seems like such a pretentious person. On that note... Yeah? What's going on? 856-49 Hoppe. That's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio, and you can always email me, ryanhopperadio@gmail.com. I record for the hardworking average Joe and Jane that grind in life. I don't care if you're in the United Kingdom or if you're in the United States of this troubled America. As long as you're listening to my voice, that's all that matters. If you want to hear more of my show, go to every single major platform that has a podcast and search up Hoppe Radio, Hoppe Radio, ryanhopperadio.com, Hoppe. All right. We will be right back on Hoppe Hour after this. Do not touch that radio dial or that streaming device, however the hell you're listening to my show. We'll be right back. Hang on.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Oh, yeah. You're listening to my voice because you think I'm so talented and so wonderful. I'm being a little cocky today. Here's the deal. If you don't feel like listening to this song, you can skip forward 5 minutes. But I work really hard to select these songs that are unlicensed so I don't get a copyright strike. Here is You're Welcome by Jay-Z and Mary J. Blige and Swizzy Beats.
Turn me up a little bit. When that music comes in, it gets loud.
Swizzy, yes. Hands up, hands up, hands up, high up, hands up, hands up, hands up, high up. Be very different now. Swizzy, hands up, hands up, hands up, high up, hands up, hands up, hands up, high up. I need everybody put your hands up, wave from side to side right quick for me. Slow down, hope you kill it. You would think I was on roids. I've been hitting so long and I'm a big-headed boy. Nah, we ain't on HGH, though I might pick up some weight when I'm running through your state. Nah, we ain't on the clear, we on the runway in back-to-back legs. This means no more drama and Barack Obama rhymes feel honest. I put my life on these tracks, you act like y'all wanna prepare me for the facts. Luckily my therapy is the rap. I just bare my soul, I don't expect nothing back. You all welcome, long as you felt I was gon' get mine. You know where the hell I'm from. I'm from the bottom, so I do this from the diapers. Quick, fast, turn the Big Apple into cider. I do this, I'm a writer and a writer. I spew it cause I'm nicer, but I do this for the lifers. I'm a writer and a writer. I spew it cause I'm nicer, but I do it for the lifers. You welcome. Get your hands up, hands up, hands up, hands up higher. Mary. You probably never see again somebody so deadly via the pen. Viva Jovito Padino, muy bien. Big up to Biggie and Pac, I do it for them. Until I reach Khalik, I do it for him. Do it for those who can't do for self, due to the pen. May these bars reach through your bar. And mine, when Mary sing, it heals your heart. Cause solely stands feel you are. Love is a battlefield, we all get scars. I put my heart into this. This is much more than marketed music. It's the reason I gotta market to do this. Is people going through pain, I'm just walking them through this. This ain't no marketed music. People going through pain, I'm just talking them through it. Welcome. Get your hands up, hands up, hands up, higher. Hands up, hands up, hands up, higher. Sounds so beautiful, don't you agree? Slow down, hope you're killing them.
If you're driving for your love, this would all be a dream, and you made our dreams come true. That's why y'all don't need to thank us, cause we do this all for you.
Talk to me.
We knew what you were going through, because we were going through it too. And no one seemed to understand. We were always there to hold you down.
Sure, I taught you I watch brands and watch bands. I also said watch the man hopping out of vans. I ain't only teach you about Evisu. I taught you how to fish and not let other niggas feed you.
For all of y'all, keeping y'all in hell, just to see you smile and enjoy yourself. You all are welcome, you all are welcome, you all are welcome.
Everybody say M, triple J, triple V, triple H, triple O, triple V, triple M, triple J, triple V, triple H, triple O, triple V. Knock 'em out the box, knock 'em out the box, knock 'em out
This following segment has been brought to you by Rich Keeley Master Barbershop at richkbarber.com. When I tell you that he is the best barber in all of the Bay Area, I'm a man of my words. He is over at Salon Loft on Kennedy Boulevard, right next door to McDonald's. We're going to come back on Hoppe Hour and keep this party going. It's only begun. All right. Here's the deal. We're just going to knock it out the park. A home run.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
Something completely different. And now for something completely different.
Dating apps. He's 6'9", but in reality, he's 6'8.5".
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
856-49-HOPPE. That's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio. And you can always email me, ryanhopperadio@gmail.com. If you're listening on a radio and you want to hear more, search up HOPPE Radio on all major streaming platforms. All right. Without further ado, let's get into some more content here on Hoppe Hour.
Hoppe Hot Topic. We turn now to the latest on President Biden recovering from COVID at his Delaware home as he faces escalating pressure from senior Democrats to drop out of the race.
I would say, I'm not going to play any more of this. I would say it's time for you to drop out the race, brah. He's a little bit too much of a narcissist to drop out, but I think he's going to be forced. I think the problem is nobody around him is rooting or cares about him. And what I mean is, like, I think if he had a wife that was actually good for him. But then again, Jill Biden, it's so weird when you say Jill. It sounds like you're saying Joe. But his wife, Jill Biden, she cheated on her husband with Joe. So they began with infidelity. So she's not really looking out for him. She's not a good person. And it feels like he needs a wife around him to be like, Joe, I think it's time you move on. You're literally close to dying. Whatever. What the hell's going on with Britney Spears and Ozzy Osbourne as they're feuding? They both want to be relevant so badly.
Hoppe Hot Topic.
I'm fed up with seeing poor old Britney Spears.
Good to hear that he sounds even worse than he did in 2002 on MTV. I'm Ozzy Osbourne.
I'm fed up with seeing poor old Britney Spears on YouTube.
Dancing.
Every day.
Safe Britney.
The Princess of Pop versus the Prince of Darkness.
Why is Ozzy Osbourne ripping into her? You don't even know how to talk, bro.
Britney Spears now calling the Osbournes the most boring family known to mankind.
I just want to be a happy person.
Shows her dancing.
The famous fam weighing in on Brit's trademark at-home dance videos on Instagram.
Oh, she's dancing.
Ozzy kicking off the conversation on their Osbournes podcast.
I'm fed up with seeing poor old Britney Spears on YouTube.
Dancing.
You know what's funny? I literally... Let me see here. The captions don't even know what he's saying. I'm FFC Britney Spears. Like, he's so brain dead that he doesn't even know what he's saying.
Britney Spears on YouTube.
Dancing.
Every day.
Safe Britney.
Jack.
It says every safe Britney. Like, he's such a moron that the captions on YouTube couldn't help him.
Osbourne referencing Britney's 2021 fan movement amid her conservatorship.
Yeah, that free Britney movement, we're all using her for clout. All the Gen Z were like, we're not like the paparazzi. You're just the same. Losers.
You know, it's sad.
Poor little
Very,
thing.
very sad.
How much drugs did that dummy do?
Very sad indeed.
It's heartbreaking.
It is.
Britney firing back on Wednesday.
And also, they shouldn't be throwing stones from a glass house. That troubled family.
I want to tell the Osbourne family, who are the most boring family known to mankind.
I love that Britney Spears is responding.
to kindly off.
I'm going to be honest. The Osbournes are a lot of things. They're more brain dead than boring, Brittany. Your dancing videos, wow, you're almost naked. Join OnlyFans and then I might be interested. All right, I gotta skip over this. There's probably nothing more to the video. And then copyright. I don't want to get screwed. I also saw this, and this is sad.
Whoa! Happy Hot Topic!
Angelina Jolie asks Brad Pitt to end the fighting, even though I wasn't there. I'm not a fly on the wall, but I think she probably turned the kids against him.
This is about family.
And this is coming from the homewrecker that ruined him and Jennifer. Again, it's kind of like the Joe Biden thing where when you begin on infidelity, you're a bad person.
This is about family.
Turn my own kids against me.
Quote, end the fighting. That's what Angelina is now asking Brad as they mark nearly 8 years since that 2016 plane incident led to divorce. Jolie wants Pitt to drop his $67 million lawsuit against her over their winery to, quote, finally put their family on a clear path toward healing.
Oh, but whenever you did anything to spite him, you're just being an independent woman. But when he does it, you can't do that. Hypocritical person. And they show all 5 of their adopted kids and they look troubled.
This is a dispute over the chateau, but really it's fallout from the couple's nasty marriage.
Brad's lawyers accuse Angie of being oppressive and harassing, calling her demand he turn over communications involving his sobriety issues and therapy sessions her way of, quote, turning this business dispute into a relitigation of the former couple's divorce case.
I've been through some bitter breakups and I wish my exes the best, even though I think they despise me. And it really is weird how when you're in the prime of a relationship, if you were to tell yourself this person is going to turn on you, you would not believe it. It's crazy what love and sex does.
Yeah, just dad. Nothing's cool. Nothing's cool with dad anymore.
Angie's side tells E.T., we are not at all surprised Mr. Pitt is afraid to turn over the documents, while our Brad Pitt source says, quote, simply put, Jolie's team is throwing a temper tantrum.
Yeah, that's what happens when you date a side chick. Also, real quickly on Hoppe Hour, Kelsey is a little upset.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
Whoa! Happy Hot Topic!
She doesn't like that people thought she was pregnant.
Really lights my fire.
Kylie Kelsey is setting the record straight. The wife of former Philadelphia Eagles center Jason Kelsey shares an honest video to TikTok on July 19th in response to ongoing pregnancy rumors. In the emotional video, Kylie details a heartbreaking story about a miscarriage she had years ago, noting it is a sensitive topic and one that she does not speak about lightly.
I have kept my mouth shut on this for quite some time now, and my lack of filter is kicking in. And
because you live in Philly.
We're just going to nip this in the bud. I have had a number of articles written about me since the middle of last football season,
I'm so glad I got a vasectomy, hearing those annoying kids in the background.
stating that I am pregnant. I'm not. I haven't been pregnant since I gave birth to Benny, and she is almost a year and a half old.
All right. So then she goes on to say that she had a miscarriage in the past. All right, I'm sorry. Hate to hear that. But we also got to go to a break. 856-49-HOPPE, and it's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio, or maybe it's X me, whatever it's called. And you can always email me, RyanHoppeRadio@gmail.com, and my Snapchat is Ryan Hoppe Radio. If you're listening on the radio and you want to hear more of my show, just go to HOPPE Radio on all major platforms with podcasts and RyanHoppeRadio.com. I record for the hardworking average Joe and Jane that grind in life. I don't care if you live in the UK or the US. As long as you're listening to my show, that's all that matters. We will be right back on Hoppe Hour after this. Do not touch this streaming platform or that radio device, however the hell you're listening to me.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
Ryan hopperadio.com.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Like I say, I think you get it by this point. If you don't want to listen to this, you can skip forward 4 minutes. But here's Droked Out by Soundmaster T.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, we got the remix. We got the troll. We got them getting down on the floor. We getting I freestyle this one right here, man. C-H-I, got a new sound. Making all the skit get down. Pay the click, man. Make your chain swing. Pimps and the players gon' do the damn thing. Coming in the club, taking over streets. Taking over, man, with the droked out beats. Got them on charge, got them on lock. Everywhere we go, guaranteed to blow the spot. Messages to them haters, trying to play them gators. Bullets gon' blaze you, nothing is gonna save you. Bets on the streets, bets on the beats. If you wanna bounce, best report to me. My city Chi-Town, where I put it down. Ain't no limit, dropping beats by the pound. I balls out a lot, cause you know I call it shots. Stacking paper like them baking sodas in the pot. We got the remix, we got the troll. We got them getting down on the floor. We getting choked out, we be getting choked out, we be getting choked out. Never did, hey good, hey shout it, let me see you get loose. We getting choked out, we be getting choked out. Let's go, we be getting choked out. Pop a Patron with a mean lean. Rim tilted and I'm representing my home team. Super ugly with a stack of money, it's a Gator King. By the bar, come Mr. Pimpin', it's a Gator thing. Tell them how we do it, Joe. Gator ones, rims, spinning, and I ain't even driving, I'm just parking lot pimping. Slide off in the club, feeling managed, and I'm tipsy, so fresh, so clean. With a swagger in my lip, and what it is, what it do. Come on, shout it, let me see you get loose. If you bout it, you can get some great goo. In VIP, I'm putting my hands on you. We got the remix, we got the troll. We got them getting down on the floor. We getting choked out, we be getting choked out, we be getting choked out. Never did, hey good, hey shout it, let me see you get loose. We getting choked out, we be getting choked out, we be getting choked out.
Don't be putting no chasers in my drink. I want 2 high niggas pimp. Yeah. Smoke drink, smoke drink. Smoke drink, smoke drink. Stay bent all on the earth. I don't even curve. Speech all slur. Nothing in my cup. Shit is all girl. Y'all hiding the motherfucker making up words. Looking like men. I like them light skin. 2 at a time. I'm 20, twin. Patron Grey Goose. Tangeray and Seagram's gin. Stay together in my glass like they all best friends. I can't walk. I can't talk. Broken from the day to the dark. Teeth off a square, but my goons on P. It's drinks on you, all eyes on me. And niggas with me drinking dark. Henny mixed with Remy Ma. Party going all night. When we kick it hard. Niggas with they smoke out. They be getting choked out. Mix it with some liquor, nigga. We be getting droked out.
We be getting choked out, we be getting choked out, we be getting choked out, we be getting choked out.
Oh, yeah. This following segment has been brought to you by, let me see here, counselingoncall.net. If you need some help, you need to speak to somebody for your mental health, I'm telling you, they're the best around. If you're in Maryland and Florida, you can go to it. This is also being brought to you by westchaseprinting.com. When I tell you that they are the best printing company in all the Bay Area, I'm a man of my words. Posters, business cards, yard signs, whatever the hell you need printed up, they can do that for you. All right, here's the deal. We're going to come back on Hoppe Hour and keep this party going.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
Chicago to Cleveland to Tampa Bay. You are plugged into Hoppe Hour.
Now for something completely different.
Ladies and gentlemen, here show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
856-49 Hoppe. That's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio, and you can always email me, ryanhopperadio@gmail.com. If you're listening on the radio, I appreciate it. Search HOPPE on all major HOPPE radio on all platforms to listen. Let's get back to the news.
Whoa! Happy Hot Topic!
Oh, Ingrid, Andros, I've never heard of you before, but now you're annoying.
Oh, say can you see?
I try to take my fans on an emotional roller coaster.
And the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting air.
Listen, it wasn't great, but it was better than Fergie at the NBA All-Star Game.
I was drunk last night. I'm checking myself into a facility today to get the help I need.
I know she's 33, so she's a millennial, but she looks like she's 18. And that's the most Gen Z thing, millennial thing I've ever heard. I sucked at singing, so I'm going to go to a rehab. Shut up.
Ingrid posted her confession apologizing to fans, the MLB, and this country for her home run derby performance that many called the worst national anthem of all time.
Oh, shut up. Remember Roseanne? We're going to let that be. Justin Long admitted too much.
I can't dance around it. I had to shit the bed. I had to shit the bed.
Justin Long admits he once pooped the bed with his wife, Kate Bosworth, sleeping right next to him.
Nice.
The funny man appears on the Pie with Kurt Sutter and Katie Seagal podcast July 16th. And during a chat with the hosts, 46-year-old Justin drops a TMI confession that no one was expecting.
I went to Mexico City, and I got, it was such a stereotypical thing to happen when you're traveling overseas. I got food poisoning. I was hooked up to an IV, and she was having to follow me to the bathroom with a thing. So I was having to it was like Dumb and Dumber. I was just like really like comically unloading. And then at one point that night, I woke up and I was, there's no other way to say it. I can't dance around it. I had shit the bed.
That sucks. That's true love there. Kate Hudson finally addresses relationship details with Nick Jonas. Yeah, cougars.
How would you characterize that relationship?
Kate Hudson looks back on her brief fling with Nick Jonas.
So it's just friends with benefits. They hooked up. Man, Nick Jonas and I have something in common. We both love older women.
The most famous star plays a round of Plead the Fifth on the July 17th episode of Watch What Happens Live. Andy Cohen puts Kate in the hot seat, asking her about her rumored relationship with the Jonas Brothers star nearly a decade ago.
In 2015, 2016, there were countless rumors about you dating Nick Jonas, which you always skirted around, including on this very show. Looking back on it now, how would you characterize that relationship?
A moment.
A moment.
A moment.
A moment.
Lovely, fun, kind. He's like an old man in a young man's body.
I don't know how that makes me feel, but whatever. 856-49 Hoppe. This is interesting.
Manganiello has a few things to say about his ex, Sofia Vergara, and
yeah, she seems like a sociopath.
Says the reason she gave for their divorce is not true. The Modern Family actress previously claimed she and Joe split in 2023 after 7 years of marriage because he wanted children and she did not. But the actor is slamming that notion, telling Men's Journal in a July 16th interview it's, quote, simply not true.
Yeah, he's like, what the hell are you talking about? You'd be a terrible mom.
Joe tells the mag, we did try to have a family for the first year and a half, and we had a huge conversation right out of the gate during the first month we dated. I said, if you're done with kids, then I understand. Just tell me and I'll know what this is, and that's okay. The 47-year-old adds, and I swore to her that I would never leave if it didn't work out, and I didn't. According to Joe, who recently debuted his romance with Caitlin O'Connor, the real
he's got the new haircut. He's living out his midlife crisis.
Reason the couple split is a tale as old as time. Two people grew apart, and sometimes that happens.
Whatever. This is another interesting breakup, but this one's really spicy.
Whoa! Happy Hot Topic!
This Dubai princess is saying thank you next.
Oh, whatever.
Shaka Mahra Mohammed Rashid Al Maktoum takes to social media to let her husband know she's divorcing him.
Yeah, I wouldn't go to social media in Dubai.
The daughter of Dubai's ruler posts a short but sweet message to husband Sheikh Mana bin Mohammed bin Rashid bin Mana Al Maktoum.
What an annoying name. Call him Bob.
July 16th on Instagram, writing, Dear husband, as you are occupied with other companions, I hereby declare our divorce. I divorce you, I divorce you, I divorce you.
I think she's divorcing him.
Your ex-wife. The scathing post comes just 2 months after the couple announced the birth of the first child together.
Oh, that kid's going to have so many issues.
A baby girl back in May. E-News has reached out to reps for both parties for comment and has not yet heard back.
Oh, well. Whatever. This is also going on at Happy Hour. We got 4 minutes left, so I'm just doing the speed round.
Whoa! Happy Hot Topic!
Captain Dave almost was lost to the ocean.
I don't like when Dave Portnoy talks about himself in first person. Like, you're not that important, bro. You're going to die someday, too.
Captain Dave almost was lost to the ocean, Mother Ocean.
Barstool Sports founder Dave Portnoy details a dramatic rescue after he loses control of his boat at sea. The 47-year-old gives a play-by-play of the rescue situation in a video posted to his social media pages, explaining he took his mom out for a ride off the coast of Massachusetts when his boat suddenly lost power.
That's frightening.
So I went out, my mom's like, let me see the boat, Captain Dave. So let me swim out there and take my mom.
Stop with you calling yourself by your first name, bro. I'm
on a boat ride. Unhooked it to the buoys, turned the engine on, dead. Ranger's dead. Captain Dave unhooked himself to the buoy before he turned the boat on to make sure the boat wasn't dead. Well, no power, no radio, no anchor, no nothing. Heavy winds.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, Captain Dave is lost at sea.
Oh, well. Captain Dave also sounds like a douche. I see this here. What's that sound?
Yeah, that's Drake's Toronto mansion.
Just hold on.
I gotta skip over this because of the damn copyright.
Mess. When it rains, it pours, and in Drake's case, it floods.
Yeah.
He says it's water in his mansion. He's flooding.
The Grammy winner sharing this video on Instagram of ankle-deep muddy water filling his home. Ever the optimist, Drake jokes this better be espresso martini.
Yeah. Terrible joke.
Not to rain on his parade, but we're gonna guess no martinis here, considering Toronto was hit with record-breaking rainfall.
Yeah. Global warming's not real, though.
This is like a challenge.
The storm leaving thousands without power, while homes were flooded across the city.
Toronto is a city that really makes me feel, it still puts my heart and my mind at ease.
Basically, I'm saying either.
All right, I gotta skip over this. You know what those tears were, Drake? Those were the tears of every girl you've ever creeped out. Which is everybody.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
And like that, he's gone.
Happy Hour is now over.
Happy Hour is now over.